Alright everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the hell you are in the world. Welcome to Let's Get On With It Live. Today is a Daggerfall day, where of course we are continuing the Linguist run. In today's broadcast, barring a failure of my voice or divine intervention, is slated to go for about 6 hours. So, that's a thing. The text does note that I'm going to run a poll to decide something that you viewers have access to, and I'm going to let that run for a few minutes. Specifically, of course, you'll recall at the end of last video, if you were around for last session or if you caught the VOD, that I encountered a Daggerfall, or a Lich in Daggerfall, that I had weapons insufficient to resolve, so I had to do a thing in order to defeat the Lich. With that in mind, with the idea of further progression in mind, along with how long this playthrough has been, would you like for me to take the time to ensure that we had equipment of sufficient capacity? Yes, get fucked. And we're going to let that poll run for 3 minutes. If not, I am not going to unduly wait or constantly scout around for bows of better quality. We'll just keep mowing right through shit. And whatever happens, like if we meet enemies I cannot defeat, we'll have to resolve. If you say yes, I might show off the Rusty Ogre Lodge again. It's been some time since I've shown that off. I might show that off again. Anyway, she ain't so useless anymore, Variax. I'll show her off. Anyway, Variax, Beam. It's got a pull system. The pull system has even been fixed after it got broken recently. It's functional. Works just fine. No, she doesn't fall asleep after walking 3 steps anymore. Not really, Vice. Not really. We go ahead and launch the game proper. So let me make sure that the music volumes are turned down. Yes, 4 steps. That's technically correct. Vote not quite going how I expected it to. Vote I expected to tell me to get fucked. Yes, well, my character's level is only 6, and her luck score ain't tremendous. I'm not expecting the game to be vomiting like mithril and higher quality weapons at me. Again, it's certainly not impossible for me to resolve situations, as you saw how I dealt with the Lich at the end of last session, where basically I made it nuke itself. And that's how I won and completed that quest. But merely a note of whether, before we continue with any of the quest lineage, you'd want to see, well, basically what the hell would you want to see. Before I get started right away, let me go ahead and unequip my super cool. Let me also go ahead and put that back on. She's level 7. You're right. You're right. Technically, she is level 7. Right, so there's Cillian Melkor here, Linguist, level 7. Her attribute score is still not that damn tremendous. Incredibly high personality, good intelligence, willpower, agility, speed, some luck, but still pretty trash, strength, and endurance. No, you're not the only one not seeing Daggerfall. As you can't see on the screen. I said pick up Daggerfall. Good. Yes, unless you count the fireplace. Go ahead and disappear the text. There we go. There we go. Yes, that's how she's built. Yes, I've just taken off all of her magic equipment that would expire. Also, speaking of expire, it looks like you folks are interested in seeing some magic gear. Her primary, major, and half her minor skills are devoted to all of the language skills in Daggerfall. It's not off to a good start here. As is the case there. Now, leveling in Daggerfall is based on your skill checks and you improving all of your primary skills, the 2 highest of your major skills, and the highest of your minor skills, whatever the case may be. So, for example, here, minor skills, mysticism's technically higher. Archery has a plus 20 bonus being attached to it. So as I upgrade mysticism, as I upgrade giantish and impish, and as I upgrade all of these, my character will level. That's why she hasn't leveled that quickly, or that much, rather. Despite all the time I spent playing this game, it's not as if the dagger for, like, skill checks is said to be extremely high. I don't think so. I don't think I would have done that. But rather that I haven't been testing a whole lot of her skills. She's not really built for dungeon delving and exploration, which is a huge feature of Daggerfall. How do you improve language skills? Well, if you don't go to a trainer in a mage's guild, the way that you would improve these language skills is by testing them, which is by encountering monsters who speak these languages. When you enter a certain proximity with a monster, the skill check is tested automatically. And success or failure still counts as a check for improving the skill. If you succeed on that, the monster is turned non-hostile. If you fail, the monster remains hostile. You get a penalty to check for having a bow, or having a weapon drawn. It's like a 25% penalty. Yes, there are trainers at temples as well. Yes, more like an archaeologist. She doesn't have much endurance or strength to her, and for quite some time this run, we had difficulties even just carrying shit. Like, even now, like, I can't carry that much. Fatigue-wise, she also really has problems. History-wise, her benefits aren't particularly that damn useful. She's got increased magery, 3 times intelligence and spell points, which, I mean, that's cool. But everything else, acute hearing and athleticism, one saving grace, I believe, is I gave her a shit ton of maximum hit points gained per level, so she rolls pretty high on that. So she has pretty nice hit points for being level 7. And as for her penalties, the phobia to undead has really demonstrated itself in force this entire run. Forbidden weaponry, long blade, forbidden material, silver, and orcish. Orcish is pretty damn rare, and silver, you can take it or leave it anyway. The low tolerance to shock and the critical weakness to poison, critical weakness to disease, I believe we've engaged in a lovely little integer loop, which has made us nearly immune to disease. How is our arrow situation? We're not going to have a problem with arrows. We're good on arrows. Right, so looking good out here. We just finished delivering the soul of Prince Corollas, a lich, or Corollas, he was a lich beneath a sentinel, to the King of Worms, Scourge Barrow. Yeah, so that's an explanation for that. Okay, Shat is interested in seeing me nosy around a bit for some equipment. Now, I reckon I'll hold off on using the Rusty Ogre Lodge, which, if you have any confusion for that, you can just simply look it up on my channel. I have recorded a video about how that works. It's not that long. I'm going to much explain it there. I will instead take a trip to... Let's see. Queen Acarithia's Sentinel did send me to infiltrate Castle Wayrest, to go get the painting. So I guess I'll head for Wayrest. This gets me there quicker. Let's go. Oh yes, sheep. That is much changed. The Beam pull system in Beam Legacy was fairly clunky. Beam 2.0 broke it. It is something that was fixed last Wednesday. I was there when it happened. I was active in the Special Beam Partner Discord talking about it and the various bugs that I had encountered and sharing them with Beam staff. And then later on that evening, while we were doing the clickbait broadcast with Lethal and Revocane and Effing Controller and Boba the Vulture and Zerfall, Matt, one of the co-founders of Beam, came in and we stress tested the thing. And it works better. I'm not quite sure whether it's still... I think it's still inferior to Hitbox's pull system, but it's functional, and we can do our viewer choice shit, which is nice. That wasn't too bad of a jump. Ursilia's getting better. Alright. What time is it? Okay. Let's go on and head south. I mean, since you folks did vote yes on the poll that expired, I guess I'll take a look and nosy around a bit at various shops. See if we can find ourselves a better bow. Without resorting to the rusty, or the ogre words. Also, I reckon I should go ahead and put some things in the wagon. How are the bows looking? Oh, yes. This one is broken. They are of elven quality. You know what? Fuck that broken bow. We'll have a new one. A new bow. It's a new bow. Yes, it is. I like just replacing my broken bows now with new bows. Like, grab a better bow. Good times. Gonna grab some bows. Perhaps so, Larian. And, even if we found one, though, I wouldn't be able to use it. And we're looking good. Nah, I won't do that. Is the King of Worms and Daggerfall related to Ursilia? No, I don't think so. Why would you think so in your headcanon? Champions use gear. I don't expect this to be a winner of anything. I'd have to find a town with high-quality shops. However, this has a possibility of yielding something of value, at the very least books. Which we can certainly sell for profit. No, don't tell me I can't carry more stuff, peasant. There we go, get rid of all those books. All those heavy, 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 heavy books. We got ourselves a wonderful book bag for sure. Also, right, we have a peasant blouse that we got from the King of Worms that we need to identify. Oh, that was great. Whenever we got that. Gonna steal some stuff. Gonna steal lots of stuff. Oh, yes. Steal stuff. I love stuff. All for me. Bra was the best loot we got. Okay. I don't feel like dealing with that door. Let's go. And we'll hop, skip, and jump our way westward. Sentinel probably would end up being the best place to try and steal from, given the shops in the southwest, or Daggerfall. There's plenty of other large cities around the game as well that act as a concentration of high-quality loot places. Also just is a matter of, I can actually wear these, which will increase my luck score. I'm not too worried about finding it, but you folks did vote yes on the poll for it, so we'll be... Oh, wait. This place is already open. Well, that's awkward. You guys haven't closed yet. I doubt this general store has either. Well, why don't we just go ahead and loiter around for 2 hours? There we go. Now he's gone. Good times. We got some nice items, but... I mean, you'd rather end up with Ebony or Daedra. Really. It's just a matter of, like, if you're specifically angling for, like, a full, like, suit of orcishness. Damn. It's iron. Or, like, a full, complement of orcishness for orcish for whatever reason. These aren't even the highest quality shops either, though, you know, they are better appointed than most. Which is a welcome encounter. The lovely incense shops are the best ones to try and steal from, whereas the rusty relic shops are the best ones for you to try and sell shit to. Steel. It's hard for me to tell the color of these goddamn bowstrings. It is an amusing quirk that viewers have noted in various comments over the years that the differences in varying bows basically just ends up being the color of the damn string. Not like the actual material the bow is made out of by all appearances. Which doesn't seem right at all. No. Just because they're orcs doesn't mean they're slated to drop orcish shit. I don't quite think that's how the loot tables work therein. Splendidly. That's how I'm doing. Splendidly. I've got enough energy to be here. Could be better. Could be fucked. The throat might give out during this broadcast, though. We'll see. I don't actually know. But I did want to play Daggerfall, so here we are. As for tomorrow's broadcast, since we're done with Gangsters Organized Crime, should I choose to broadcast, it is going to be something I reckon that fits the Valentine's Day. And that's all I'll go into about that, since I might not actually broadcast tomorrow. Well, sure, if you killed a bunch of humanoids, you could get gear that spat out commensurate with that. You might get something of value, you might not get something of value. Seems like a silly lock to have. I mean, I guess this particular lock could be like, alright, you're just coming in the store, now you can't enter that way, you do have to go around and back here if you want to enter that storage area. That's fine. Okay, well, we got a bunch of books that we can sell later, so that's nice. I think so, Sheep, yes. Easy for me to forget how fast or silly can run these days. No, we don't really need to showcase that shit off. I might buy a ship, but I don't think I'm buying a house. Who knows? I'd rather spend my money on magic shit first. Well, they were bows. It's not quite the bows I'm looking for. We've had better luck finding really awesome, like, long blades. Which would be tremendous, say, in a normal run. Like, holy shit would those be. But unfortunately, that is not the case here. I mean, that looks like a pretty cool steel cuirass. I mean, I do actually like that design. We're just gonna have to stick with this enchanted boob plate, though. But I do like how the steel one looks, certainly over the boob plate I'm wearing. Another elven longbow. Good, 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 good. Allows me to stop holding onto this damn short bow I'm holding onto. Alright, so we're consistently finding elven bows, at least. So that's nice. Nothing a dwarven or even mithril manufacturer. Like, if I can find something that's mithril, that can hit anything in the game. And that would be pretty much a win, like a W. I'd take the W right there. But hey, at least we got some loot that we can sell later. To feed, like, magic enchantments or whatever the hell else I'll do with it. What the hell is this? Wow. Okay, don't really care. We'll check out that cluster of shops up there. One of them's probably a bank. Sure, there's probably a mod for that. That's not really something you can say for Daggerfall. I'm sure there's probably a mod for that hand wave. Doesn't work. Doesn't hold up in Daggerfall's case. Oh yes, the back-to-back banks. I forgot those were in Wayrest. So whenever I said one of them was a bank, my brain knew. It was like, yeah, at least one of them. Nope. That's a jeweler's. Whatever, I don't care. Alright, let's go to the palace. That was a fun little way to get the broadcast started. Spent about 15-ish minutes doing that. Besides, they'll be fine. I don't think. I'd probably be back up there over the course of this playthrough. Truth be told. Let's just go ahead and immediately shift to the main quest line. We have a damn painting to find. How dare you, Larian? How dare you sign up for Beam Pro and not just subscribe to me instead? For the emotes and for getting an awesome, super cool subscriber email. How dare you? I know, how dare you? I should probably set an anchor while I'm out there. That way I don't have to go back through this shit again. And I'll have to travel the Sentinel without the use of teleportation. Jeez. I'm not exactly sure why you even did it, Larian. Like, the double, like, experience points, the double sparks. I mean, if you want to fiddle around with interactive soundboards more often. The access to, like, beta features to test out. I'm not 100% sure why you do it. I haven't said anything about it, puppy. No one in chat knows, Anila knows, and I'm not fucking saying anything about it. If I wanted to say something about it, then I would have said something about it. I don't feel like going into technical details right now. Centaur had a Khajiit suit. Pretty sure that Centaur was non-hostile towards me. Pretty sure I also didn't give a shit. Because the last time I tried to let a Centaur be non-hostile towards us, it stopped us from accessing or finishing a quest. Okay, Larian. So, this is gonna suck a little bit. Castle Wayrest, like Castle Sentinel and Castle Daggerfall, it's a very painful dungeon. I have spent quite a lot of time over the years in videos faffing about in this fucking dungeon. Being like, where the hell's the damn painting shit? And of course, you know, if Grimith wanted to be super smart, he would have looked this shit up beforehand. Trying to, chart out where the hell, the painting would be. Because, this dungeon is just, it's set in stone, and the painting's location is set in stone. But Grimith's memory can't fucking remember that shit, because there's too many things he's done in life. Particularly in Daggerfall. But no. They're just like, let's just explore it like we're exploring it again for the first time. And that's one of the dumbest decisions he's ever made. That's not true. That's definitely not one of the dumbest decisions he's ever made. He's made a lot of decisions that are dumb. It's not a secret. It's just a matter of, I haven't talked about it. And it's not something I'm going to talk about. It's happening, and there is no control that you folks have over the situation at all. It either happens or it doesn't. Also, fuck you. You piece of trash, locking me in here. Where I apparently can't even hit you at all because of how this shit's gonna work. Yeah, I'm apparently not able to fucking hit you. I mean, sure. New tactic. I can't really even levitate from you. But apparently that was good enough. Fuck you. It was good enough to actually trigger my ability to use that. And it was enough to confuse you. Not dying like that. Of course, I am still levitating, which is going to make dungeon exploration a bit annoying. I can't just cancel the spell. Thankfully, it doesn't last for that damn long. We're here. Flipping this lever. Should be enough to make that move? Yes. Stretch texture there. Looks a little odd. Hello, Bat. Not a fan of that sound. Great, Bat. Bat, one of those wonderful enemies that will just get right up in your damn face with that small hitbox, too. Good luck being able to hit that. Alright, sure, whatever. It's there on that ramp somewhere. It's gonna lead to a dead end. Yep. I have some anger and frustration to take out on these damn archers. You might be right, Vice. You might not be right. It's okay. If I really wanted to know that bad, I'd just look it up. But what the hell? Let's not... Why not explore this shit again for the... Now that's something I need to do. I need to make a better actual functional free-action spell, because I kind of flubbed that up. Grimith remembers that now. Grimith forgot about that. Alright, we're here again, everyone. Good news. Good morning, good morning. Alright, that takes us to here. full clear. We'll pay a little. Wow! We'll go back this way. Possibly a passage of some kind I missed in this module. No, there's not. Okay. Good, means I don't have to deal with the fucking bat again. Okay. With that in mind, I could go up to go across, or I could fall down. Which is what I will do. Take care of these folks down here. Look, I'm trying to release you kids here. Stop this unholy matrimony of bat and archer. What's this potion? Potion of orc strength. Oh, that's something I forgot to do. I forgot to equip my magic trinkets. Well, I'm close to snoozing with this character anyway, so I'm not going to bother equipping the magic trinkets until after that snooze. Which I can't do right here. There's Centaur. No. Piles. We have an archer over here. Larian, what the hell happened to you not having any money, Larian? Larian. Alright, I'll eat it. You'll have to refresh to enjoy your emotes, but enjoy your very salty email whenever the Beam server sends that to you. Good work, Larian. You made it rain all over everyone. Okay. What do you mean, what? No confetti? I wonder whose blood that is. Werewolf's blood. From the Centaur. Neat. Perhaps that Centaur is an apothecary of some kind. Whatever. Like a barbarian or a sorcerer? Yeah, darling blind eye, you missed the confetti. Perhaps you're on a device that is not displaying the confetti properly for you. Perhaps you are not one of the chosen ones. I mean, if you want to check, you can always subscribe to beam.pro/Grimith. You get double the experience points and sparks while watching me. In addition, you get also access to my emotes globally across the entire website, such as you're watching me on beam.pro/BeamOfArt. And furthermore, I mean, my goodness, you get a very wonderful and friendly and congenial email. Chat delay. You're... Yes, you do watch on a mobile device, so you're the only one who's really going to be experiencing that chat delay. By all means, if you want to test it out again, you can certainly subscribe to beam.pro/Grimith for all of your good fuck needs. Grimith will take good care of you, honest engines. What does leveling do? Nothing's tied to it. Levels, so they don't actually fucking matter. The sparks only matter if you want to play around with the soundboards scattered around the site. I, of course, run mine pretty rarely, but I do run mine. Different folks have soundboards that basically just, like, have whatever the hell sounds they want to have on it with whatever prices they want to charge attached. Danger Heart, I'll take that. Thank you, Larry, and I appreciate that. My soundbar was out for Daggerfall. Nah, no, it's not something I'd run for Daggerfall. Well, it's something I might run for Daggerfall in the future. But I like to treat it as a rare treat. I don't want it to be too damn disruptive. Alright, you came at me, bro. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you figured it out, Centaur. Now you can get fucked. And it's a subscriber message that I'm thinking about changing as well over the months. Might make, like, seasonal ones. I don't know whether folks who resubscribe get the same damn email. I guess we'll find out. Also, yes, there was a chat hiccup there. My chat disconnected. Well, yeah, my chat as well as the chat overlay disconnected. This looks like a great area for me to get lost in for 17 million hours. Looking forward to that shit. All these doors and avenues, and you know how Grimith works in Daggerfall dungeons. Doesn't even give a shit. Just fucking runs around haphazardly. We'll see what the hell happens. It's just how I like fucking playing this game. Knowing full well the risks of playing it like I play it. That's how I fucking do it. It adds, just adds to the fun for me. We are currently beneath Castle Wayrest looking for the painting for Queen Acarithia of Castle Sentinel. Yes, so we're beneath one of the big dungeons. Wait. Okay, those greaves are better. Also, me unequipping that just ended up expending another usage of that magic item again. It happens. Good torture room, everyone. Just wanted to check to see what greaves I was wearing, and I couldn't do that without taking off that dress. Alright, we're back here again. Hi. I see a centaur. How's it going, buddy? How you doing? With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Any chance to see a date or something? I don't think so. Back here in Wayrest, the actual, like, castle instead of the dungeon. Anyway, you know what I said about, these folks being non-hostile. I get tired of that sound effect, too. Waha! So, he needs to be put in his place. Also, hello, arrows. Arrow vomit. Okay, let's go this way. Hi. Steel bow. There. I mean, I guess we can carry it as, like, the bow after the third bow breaks. I mean, why not, right? Hi. But yeah, Castle Wayrest, as is the case with Sentinel, although I think Wayrest is certainly, like, in comparison to Sentinel. Castle Daggerfall too. Like the actual like castle dungeons, they're so fucking bad. And I mean by bad, they're so fucking great. Alright, this takes us to somewhere we haven't been before. Let's go. Good room. Nice little cubby hole of good fuck. Speaking of cubby hole of good fuck, that's you. I very much like what I'm wearing. We should even reveal it. Ooh. Dwarven Warhammer. I like it. I remember having fun with that in my first playthrough of Daggerfall. First recorded playthrough of Daggerfall, I should say. Pretty sure my first attempt at running Daggerfall did not get that far back in the 90s. Resulted in too much pain and misery. Hi! I remember that module. Well, I remember that module, sort of, and I am not looking forward to the experience. You want to talk about being fucking confused? Welcome to the pain of that shit. Hell if I can remember whether the painting is through that damn hellhole or not. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, let's go. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Alright, that's how that looks. That's how that looks. Well, the phobia to, yeah, that would be correct. My character is very skilled now at archery. Having the item that increases the skill by 20% does help. And so we're able to overcome those deficiencies. Which is comfortable, yes. Which is useful. Sorry, my brain just decided to take a fucking vacation there with words for a little bit. Nice. Elven Cuirass. It does look... That is the design that I would like to wear. However, I would just have to re-enchant the Cuirass I'm currently wearing, so I don't think a lateral move just for aesthetics is worthwhile. Maybe if it were better, like at least Dwarven, I'd do that. Besides, Cuirass is pretty damn heavy. Hi. How's it going, buddy? Yes, they can be felled. They can be beaten. That asshole and everything that he fucking did to ruin everything. Checkmate me. Because this is kind of a module we've been in before. Sorta, and I don't want to go wandering too deeply into it. Because it's kind of fucking dangerous. Kind of dangerous. Let's go. Back this. No. I'm already threatening to get lost in this shit. Let's go back this way. Here we go. Oof. Nice save versus spells here, Arcelia. Like, with the amount of willpower that we have, though, that should be a thing. If I recall correctly, Tarlon. I don't think that's necessary. that door open. I think an enemy kind of got trapped around this area. I'm sure it even functions. We'll just go ahead and rub my face against it 75 fucking million times to make sure it doesn't fucking function. Alright, good. Just had to make sure. Sometimes those things are just literally nothing more than just like bricked over things that aren't functioning. But I had to fucking check. As it's happened before where I've gone into a dungeon, I've tried to activate one of those. It didn't fucking work. Only for the game to effectively cheated me out of it. It's on the other side of the castle, isn't it, Vice? Like, if I had gone through, like a different door, like in that back area, I'd be making my way towards it, right? I'm not looking for actual directions. If I want fucking directions, I just, since you brought me to it. Oh boy, I'm also inside a wraith right now. Oh, this just got more exciting. Alright, good. I'm somehow out of that shit. That's okay, I don't mind too much. Like, this is all, like, testing, like, various skill things anyway, and, this shit ain't as tedious as it used to be with Ursilia, when you had to fucking fight, like, tooth and claw for every, like, individual kill because of how painful they were. Like, Ursilia's got this shit far better under control. Like, I could sleep just to, like, have it, like, render my skill checks and then continue, but I don't even need to sleep. That's how powerful she is. Alright, good loop, everyone. I mean, if you mouse over the video player, it would tell you next to the pause button, or the play button, how long this broadcast has been going. Or, of course, if you also look at the schedule, you could end up, like, checking that too, like, about when Grimith may have started playing this game. But thankfully, chat was kind enough to inform you. Yes, many, many arrows. I love this module so much. And by I love this, I mean, what the shit, Daggerfall. Okay. Not a fan of being pinned in by my character's phobia here. That's bad. That might result in death. Especially given how powerful this character can swing. Yeah, that's bad. That may very well result in death. We'll see what the hell I can do here. I'm not even sure if this is properly hitting this guy. It's not showing save versus spell, so it's also not really showing like anything for having hit him. He's just too close to my face. I can't hit him with arrows. And I can't escape that. Get him! So when I was somewhere in the middle of this dungeon. We'll find out after my character dies. No, it's too close. Can't properly target with anything. Alright, come on. Gotta give you a chance to finish this instead of just lowdown. There you go. Wasn't too far back. I'm not specifically looking for advice. I could backtrack back to that. Doesn't matter whether they're resistant to magic or not. There was no spell. There was no save versus spell dialogue popping up to register the fact that the spell was even hitting it. That was just a matter of the monster just being too close in my damn face, so that I couldn't hit it with anything that's ranged, including my actual ranged weapon. Guess I am tired of this module. We'll go run back into this module. Let's sift through this mess and see if there's any other particular avenues I feel like exploring. Nah. Let's go this way. Water, it's definitely not in the water. So we're not gonna bother. Hello. Welcome to Let's Get On With It Daggerfall. We're live on the internet. On Beam. Zippity doo dah. Zippity day. Just enjoying myself. That takes us back to that module that I decided to leave. Because I don't much care for that module. No one loves it. Do 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 do. Hi. Oh shit, that's an actual guard of the castle. Welp. Good news. Better save. Alright, sure, why not? Whatever. Hi. You care. And no one wants to be in that room. We've actually angered the entire court out there now. That includes some folks like battle mages who have the power of archery to hit me at range. Yes, this is not quite how I wanted to handle this. It's just been handled like that by accident, but I'll save. Oops, that's not quite what I wanted to save. Better save. Also being attacked. Hi. Look, I was in the middle of a moment there where I was saving. Miss Battle Mage. Battle this. You and your damn boot blade didn't fucking help you there, did it? There we go. Now we're back into the dungeon proper. Or rather, the painting is heavy. I can just drop gold. It's not a big deal. I've got plenty of encumbrance space too. All right, let's go on a trip. Oh shit. This is nothing I ever wanted being pinned back here. I think the painting is in this teleportation module. If I'm wrong, well, that's fine. Don't tell me. We'll figure it out together. I don't think that works, in my experience anyway, Vice. It doesn't mean I haven't tried it, though. You just now realize that we're full screen? Just want to check to make sure. I think this might be like a secret door. And I want to make sure before we go teleporting. Okay. I can handle being wrong. This is fine. Me being wrong is fine. Let's go this way. Nothing to fear from me. Didn't do anything for me. But it had nothing to fear from me.
This is Wayrest. Sentinel is the one that has the various force field bars in order for you to access the lich.
I do love how this switch phases out of fucking existence. That's just good game design. Okay, we're good. I know, I agree that was a good backstab. How dare you? The centaur's back, Severus. That's who's back. Fucking checkmate. Fucking try to be cutesy with me, motherfucker. Get home. Oh. This wonderful torture device that we've gotten giants stuck on in the past. Centaur not as amused. Looks pretty nice. Unfortunately, we've definitely got better gear. I think this is the right way to go. Probably be the same place where voices come from. People trying these pithy philosophical questions. Good room. Oh no, I'm getting pinned into a corner again. Ursilia really having to face her fears in this run. Lovely door there. Pretty sure we don't have to worry about that. Okay, Vice. Not in any particular fucking rush to do this dungeon, but okay. If it happens, it happens. We're gonna be here for another 5 hours. Ideally. But thank you for the update. This module down here. Silver. I can't use silver anyway. Well, it could have been technically better than what I'm wearing. I think this just leads to a dead end. Yep. 5 hours is fine. Yep. Good thing I got spells. Let's go around to the other end. Alright, let's start picking up these slaughterfish. It's not a slaughterfish, it's a drug. What the hell you want to call it. I kind of need to go down there. So I guess we'll just start clearing this shit out. Or maybe it can phase into the third. Looks like we found a ramp where all of it could phase into the void. Good. Good, I'm glad. Hello, slaughterfish. I'm pretty sure coming up we're gonna have to try and jump through the fucking window frame of doom. It's great that once I see the teleporter, and then once I see this particular section, I'm like, yeah. Yeah. It's like that Meatloaf song. It's all coming back to me now. Which Celine Dion also sang. Let's see how long it takes us to get through this shit. Sounds like a bug. I don't know. That would definitely be something you'd want to direct to beam.pro/contact and report that. That's not an issue with which I'm familiar. Beats me. Let's just get out of the void there. Come on. I guess I can just levitate to this damn thing. Maybe I can't. There we go. Meatloaf's album for the sort that would work together, sort of like a Pink Floyd album, and just like work together and tell a story across the entire album. Grizzly. These locks, man. Deep within the bowels of Castle Wayward. They're fine, Fluffy. You calm your tits. She's got 26 fatigue left. She's plenty good. Hi. I don't think I want to be here. Let's take the right path. Great. That's what I don't want to be with right there. Or I could not forget. Not that any of you would ever consider a notion as novel as that. How did it just leave it, let it ride down really, really low? And then maybe I'll end up getting so excited or spooked by something that I'll forget, and then you could be right. Or maybe I'll just go to fuck to sleep. And improve all of the things. Pretty sure this was the way to go after this. I guess I'm going left. We'll go this way now. Yes, through the magic of YouTube, you too can have access to all these tremendous things. I don't think this is right. The painting should be really damn close to where that window frame is. Okay. Keep going this way a little bit longer. I'm a runaway train on a broken track. I'm the ticker on the thumb that you can't turn back. This time, that's right. I got away with it all, and I'm still alive. Let the end of the world come tumbling down. I'll be the last man standing on the ground. Hi. I cannot hit literature, woman. Come on. Elvin Claymore. Poisoned with Somnalius. Actual poisoned weapon there. Rare to see that in this game. I'm getting annoyed now. There we go. There we go. I believe in one of the various dungeons we've done, whether it was the No Jazz Run or not, we encountered a module like this with this sort of intersection that took us to a quest location. Of course, in this particular dungeon, it's scripted to always have this painting here. Alright, so we were in here for less than an hour. I've certainly spent far more time in Wayrest. And there's still a lot more modules that I could have, in theory, gotten lost in. But Ursula moves pretty quickly. And I do have a number of abilities. We did die once, but such is the way of things at Daggerfall. Such is the way of things. Maybe the next time I play Daggerfall and I come into Castle Wayrest, I'll remember explicitly to go to that teleport trap. Yes, yes, yes. This was a this was ordained. Let me see here. That's silver, so let's go ahead and drop that. That's elven. That's silver. Let's go ahead and drop that. Those are elven, so they'll be a nice penny. Go ahead and drop the armor. We might even drop a broken bow or two. Let's drop the steel bow. Is that good enough? Sure is. Now's the part where I get shot at. How much does it specifically weigh? I can't tell. Doesn't give me any info on it. The scene in the painting shifts and twists. You can clearly see the inside of a tent. Several men in the livery of Wayrest are intensely debating, with a man bearing the coat of arms of Daggerfall. One of the Wayrest men slits behind the Daggerfall man, draws a dagger, and casually slides in between his ribs. The image fades as the life ebbs from the body. Alright. Good talk, everyone. Good talk. Now I could just teleport away. But these people, rude, and should apologize. We'll get into an archery fight. Test your might, bitch. What? Want a piece of me, boy? I am the law. I serve the flaming... my voice really can't do as high with that. I serve the flaming fields. I am the law. There you go, Variags. Figured if you were there, that would get you. Oh, hi. I was about to teleport out of here, but by all means. I love how you guards are just sitting here in these damn cubby holes overlooking this painting on a fucking altar. Or like an elevated, like, pyramid. So what are you thinking of Beam so far, Variax? Hello, Zing. Oh, cool, cool. Okay, now, finally, we'll actually teleport out of here. Sure, Variax. No worries. No worries. That's one of those stupid things that people say. What the hell? As if I have some vested interest in whether or not you move over here. No worries. It's fine. No big deal. Let's go ahead and take off the magical stuff that will get worn from use otherwise. Alright. Looking pretty good. Yeah, no worries, Variax. Such is the way of things. Checkmate me. Let's go on and travel to Centum. I guess I don't feel any particular rush coming back to Wayrest, so we'll go to... Of course, V. Of course. Oh, Marvin, it was splendorific. That is one of the most fun broadcasts I've ever been a part of. Within the span of 3 hours. For the amount of time that it was, that was really entertaining. Do recommend. That was her first experiment with a Storytime Sunday like that, and it turned out really, really well. Glad she invited me as a guest. Although we still didn't cover the topics that we actually wanted to talk about during it. That's quite alright. It turned out to be a better experience than she had anticipated, for sure. No plan survives contact with the enemy, right? Although, if I were a Space Marine, I'd tell you that just means you're not designing the right plan. But I'm not a Space Marine. Broadcast has been pretty stable today thus far. Over the past hour and 40 minutes I've been broadcasting, some of which has been music time. Only lost 258 frames. Which I like. It's another quest of the main quest line done. That's also us having done Castle Wayrest down, which is pretty damn nice too. Considering how painful Castle Wayrest can be. Especially if you don't have a character who's well suited to handle the shit in there. I mean, my character has a phobia for undead, so that definitely made it more challenging. Oh yes, Queen of Art. She has like some familiarity and experience with Daggerfall from her childhood. A cousin of hers played it quite a bit, but it's not one that she really like got to play and enjoy herself. So I've been talking with her about Daggerfall. And Black Stodies were here, he'd talk about how I'm continuing to corrupt the people on Beam. Still hard at work, man. Doing good. May Canarif bless you. Did you attend? No, I didn't. No. Why would I do that? Here's your 631 gold pieces. Excellent. Its properties are appropriate for those not of royal blood. You've shown yourself to be not only loyal, but also obedient. Yes. I would never have looked at something as important as that. No, sir, no. Look, you trying being stuck there in perpetuity, and you see whether any of your eyes get stuck. That's right, what bounty? What bounty? We did good. We did good, everyone. Props to me for succeeding. Making a difference in the world. Hell if I know what I'm gonna do next. Right. The Queen of Daggerfall wanted me for another affair. Obviously, we already resolved this issue. We already resolved this issue as well. Tell you what. Wait, we can't access our wagon in here. My bad. Let's go. So anyway, on the off chance that you are lurking, just joining us for the first time here in the Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall, this is a lovely, now freeware game released by Bethesda in 1996. Highly ambitious. Of course, there is undoubted, unfathomable legacy of video games that were designed with more intent, and that intent was unfulfilled. Daggerfall, though, is an exceptional case in that regard. There's so much more that Bethesda had in mind for this incredibly... I mean, there's no real way I could describe this other than an ambitious project. They shot for the stars. They're still in the solar system, though. This game is a beautiful gem. It's not just my favorite Elder Scrolls game, but it's my favorite computer role-playing game, period. And one of my favorite games also, period. I just love returning to this game. And there's a little bit of nostalgia attached to it, but at this point, if I didn't like playing Daggerfall, if I didn't love playing Daggerfall, I wouldn't keep coming back to it. This has been a regular feature on my channel for 7 years now. Close to 7 years, because I started doing this in 2010, and I believe my first Daggerfall series started in like April or May of 2010. It's a game that I have played since the 90s. I really enjoy the character creation of this game. I enjoy running around Daggerfall dungeons and exploring. I like the fact that every time I play Daggerfall, I encounter something I've never seen before. Something new, unexpected, whether it's a bug or glitch of the game, or just a feature that I hadn't quite fathomed. It delights me. I love the aesthetic of this game. I like the music in the background. I like how the artwork appears in Daggerfall. It really looks good to me. This game is just one that has impacted my life, and it's one that I think continues to hold up. I'm never going to argue that Daggerfall is a coded game. There is no chance in hell. Even with the latest official patches with some unofficial tweaks to smooth out bugs and patches set aside, Daggerfall is an unstable game, and I'm able to handle it so well in part because I'm so familiar with bugs and glitches. And I just sort of just know how Daggerfall works. I can see it being a difficult learning curve, though, if you're trying to get into Daggerfall the first time. And I can certainly testify to how little kid Grimith felt playing this game in the 90s, along with his brother, who was several years older. Fuck, if we knew how to play this shit. That was Daggerfall 1.0, which is far more unstable. But no, it is a game that I think still holds artistic merit and still holds intrinsic value to it. There's features that are a part of this game that I just haven't encountered in other titles, which is why I keep coming back to it. I really do love the character creation system. I think it is the most superior of any of the Elder Scrolls games, and really is damn good. I like the how you can design not only just the skills of your class or customize how the attributes of the class work, but also set advantages and disadvantages as well, which to further modify and shape the gameplay experience. I just think that's fun. We've created a character here who is a character who is challenged considerably. Basically, she was a linguist, and due to her history, she's been thrust into performing this very crucial job for Emperor Uriel Septim. And she has flaws, which have demonstrated themselves very much so during the series. But we've overcome. And it is rewarding to play this and see how powerful Ursilia is and think back on how much trouble she used to have in dungeons so many sessions ago. And it's not a matter of grind for me. If I wanted to grind, I know of ways that I could rapidly increase skill levels. It's not a big deal for me. I'm having fun playing the game. I don't think so, Nova. I think, however, that Daggerfall, the experience that tempered how Bethesda approached things. Look at the stark differences between Daggerfall and Morrowind, for instance. Morrowind adds far more detail to a much smaller environment. I know there are many who say that Morrowind is their most favorite of all the Elder Scrolls games. And it's just directly lessons that they learned from Daggerfall that they transferred over to Morrowind. I think Morrowind's a good game. I've recorded a bit of it before, like over 7 hours, like 8 or 9, to like fulfill a request I've received, but it's just a different experience for me playing Morrowind, and I've talked about it during that series. That just precludes me from thinking it's like a game I want to keep coming back to. Variax, who's here, like absolutely loves Morrowind, and he has featured it so much on his channel, doing all sorts of crazy things. Like, his passion for Morrowind is like mine for Daggerfall. I don't see in Morrowind what he sees in Morrowind, but, I mean, not everyone sees in Daggerfall what I see in Daggerfall. It's a matter of perception in this particular case. And let's see here. It's interesting. There, of course, are various, like, projects. People do, like, Daggerfall Unity, Daggerfall XL. It's fucking, like, people, like, mention this shit to me. It's irrelevant to me. Like, this is the game I enjoy. I don't need it to be updated to have different aesthetics. Doesn't matter. I still keep coming back to play it. But some people do have that hurdle. Anyway. Then that was for, like, lurkers or for folks who are, like, new to this whole, like, Daggerfall experience. You know, if you're coming and catching it for the first time, that just sort of explains, like, my backstory with the game. Hello! Hello, hello, hello. So that takes care of that main quest, that part of the main quest. There's still numerous other facets of the main quest line to go. We're not in any particular rush, though. I feel kind of like treating myself after taking care of all of that. Let's go item hunting. Yes, I do believe we will go at least to check on some shops. There's also some stuff I want to sell. Actually, the valuable shops may very well even be closed still right now, so we might do a bit of looting. Yes, one of the really fun parts about this playthrough, this Linguist playthrough, is that we have seen, like, bugs that I've never encountered before in this game. Just these really awesome coincidences, like, shining through. Which, I mean, Daggerfall is a buggy and unstable game anyway, but to encounter those specific moments after... So, Daggerfall did come before Morrowind, but there was Battle Spire between Daggerfall and Morrowind. There may also have been Redguard, too. The Elder Scrolls Redguard. I can't remember exactly what year Redguard came out. Yeah, definitely. That was 1998. So yeah, so in between Daggerfall and Morrowind, you have, like, Battle Spire and Redguard, which were different style and theme games as well. But in regards of, like, major Elder Scrolls titles, Daggerfall would be before, yes. And Battle Spire and, like, Redguard are more like offshoots. This is 2 and Morrowind is 3. Battle Spire is a game that I personally found rough, and that's probably just due to the fact that whenever I played it, like, I thought it was a buggy experience, which, what a surprise. But also the fact that I compared it to Daggerfall, because of it being an Elder Scrolls game, and so it ended up getting that Daggerfall comparison. Like, it was just impossible for me as a kid, and even now, to judge the game on its own merits, because of that. Don't know whether I'll probably end up trying to repair those. Well, I've certainly shown off playing Morrowind before. I don't think you'll see me play Oblivion or Skyrim. Arena is possible. I do have a CD for it, besides it's freeware, just like Daggerfall is right now. So it's not impossible. I just, like, I don't like the game as much. It's definitely, like, it's more like a dungeon crawler RPG style with, like, experience points, just how the game is built, than Daggerfall is. And they talk about it a bit in the instruction manual, how they sort of expand the game design from Arena to Daggerfall. Anyway, we're going to start selling all these books that I've stolen. This is certainly going to be more than enough to pass a mercantile skill check. And we'll have to visit the bank after this, though. Rather than me visiting other shops. because that is going to be a lot of money my character's carrying, and that's going to violate the encumbrance for sure. Yeah. And Daggerfall takes place not too long after Arena does. Like, the events of Jagar Tharn are actually mentioned, like, in the character's histories whenever they're generated. A powerful hero killed Jagar Tharn. That powerful hero is the player character from the first game. You got the good old games version of Arena. And of course, as noted, Arena and Daggerfall are both freeware. Bethesda has made them freeware over the years to celebrate anniversaries. They can be acquired, and hell, there's even like, for Daggerfall, particularly the thing that I point people to is like an auto-installer for like modern systems. It comes packaged with its own version of DOSBox. So that while you can do a bit of minor, like, fiddling and configuring, as I have for, like, my computer, because I recorded and streamed this shit, so that even if you're, like, overwhelmed by the idea of DOSBox, if you've never run it before, you can settle down and run it, and off you go to the races. Anyway, let's go ahead and wait the hour it should take for this bank to open. Do I have any actual funds in here? Not really. No, didn't play them, Nova. The Ultima games in general were just not really something that appealed to me. Though I did have friends in middle and high school who really enjoyed Ultima games. Just not something that really connected with me. Right, I want to have 1,000 gold pieces on hand for whatever various loose change expenditures I have to make, and we'll withdraw for 45,000 in letter of credit. We can just leave that much money there. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, let's go ahead and visit the old... Oh, you're not open yet. Okay. You're open now. Sturdy shelves does not mean a high-quality shop, but it does mean another elven longbow. Why don't we just leave one of our broken elven longbows there? Have an equipment trade, right? Oh, goodness. So cruel. So malicious. So delicious. Wait, what? I don't seem like going clothes shopping right now. We haven't had a Decorate Ursilia episode in a bit. I think we can continue to go without that. I highly doubt there's going to be a wonderful bow here in an average general store that doesn't really cater to this shit. There's a lovely brazier back there, though. I'm good. Wasting potential training time? No worries. Ooh, you're not open either. You're open now. Incense and soft music right here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh. Adamantium battle axe. That's all we got, though, huh? Yeah, that shelf's the same one. Damn. Well, pawn shop? You're not open either. We'll go ahead and visit you. We'll travel a bit further north in the city. We'll visit some other high-quality weapon shops. See if we can find anything for us. Now, I will admit that I haven't played Skyrim. Morrowind I've certainly played quite a bit enough to, like, go through the game. Oblivion I played for several hours. I was like, this is like Morrowind, and I'm not exactly interested in playing another one of these. Skyrim, I've seen a little bit of gameplay of, enough to confirm that I'm not really that interested in the game. I can't testify to whether it's a great game or not. I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I don't have an educated, informed opinion on Morrowind, though, other than to say... Skyrim. Not to say that I don't really want to play the game. Like, there's elements of the game design that I've seen that I think look pretty cool, but it's not enough to just, like, win me over to have me spend time playing it. I'd rather play Daggerfall. I guess I just kind of feel that, especially in like the Elder Scrolls games, it's like, well, here we are, ordained by chance as a prisoner of the Emperor. Or prisoner of whatever. But hey, we're the Dovahkiin or whatever. It's exactly everything that it was meant to be. I mean, come on. Morrowind, we're a prisoner on a boat, freed by the Emperor. Oblivion, you're a prisoner who's freed by the Emperor in his damn castle by Patrick Stewart. And in Skyrim, you're about to be fucking executed, and then ta-da! I like Daggerfall over Baldur's Gate. I suppose I'd ask you why. Why would you think I'd be why would you be surprised over that? Look, despite my whatever vitriol I have spewed over Baldur's Gate over the years, including recording an April Fool's video where I started playing Baldur's Gate during character creation and then took my precious Baldur's Gate CD case, the paper, and started ripping it apart on camera, and then ran a raffle into which I started shattering CDs in a video, just started shattering them. I mailed them to someone who took a blowtorch and melted all of the broken CD pieces together. I think Baldur's Gate is a great game. I think Baldur's Gate 2 is also a great game. It's also just... For me, that's more like stick a thumb in someone's eye because of how heralded the game is. They didn't resonate with me. Although I went through Baldur's Gate all the way. I went through the expansion stuff all the way. Baldur's Gate 2, I did not go all the way through and complete every single thing of the game. I'll admit. I had all the expansions and stuff. I didn't explore all of it. I just kind of got burnt out on the game. So in that case, I'd say Baldur's Gate 1 for me is a great game. Baldur's Gate 2, I guess I can't say it's great. It's good. But it would be disingenuous for me to call it great. I didn't want to explore all of it like I say explored Baldur's Gate 1. Dwarven Shortbow, Elven Longbow. That's definitely, this Dwarven Shortbow is what we're going to be using. Higher minimum damage, same maximum damage, and also better quality material. I would prefer a Mithril one, but we'll take it and move on. I hear you, Larian. I wouldn't expect it anytime soon, especially since I'm not doing any specific exploits to get that shit. I'm also not even wearing my luck increasing item to increase my odds of getting the stuff vomited at me. Alright, good. I suppose we can start wearing that now. As I go to these shops, there's another incense one. This shop's pretty damn disappointing. Alright, we'll head a bit further west. Sturdy shells, I'm definitely not expecting a winner in here. We'll grab the arrows, though. Yeah, no surprises there. Different shops have different quality levels. You can tell that based on the description text you have whenever you enter the shop. There's 5 quality levels. In addition, you can also get a sense of what a dungeon is going to contain monster-wise based on reading the description that pops up at the top whenever you arrive at scene. Specifics for that I won't go into. That's something that you can look up. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Let's Get On With It Live. This might end up being the last time you'll ever want to catch me live. I guess we'll find out together. Discovery. Broadcast has been going for what? 2 hours, but I've only been playing for about 100 minutes or so. held a poll at the start of the session to determine whether viewers were interested in seeing me look around a bit for items of higher quality, perhaps not by getting too exploiting. Also, the design of Sentinel does annoy me. Let's take off. Yes, but we're going to be broadcasting at Daggerfall for ideally another 4 hours, going until 4 p.m. my time. Kind of depends on how my throat holds up. There's been some soreness over the past weekend, which kind of prevented me from doing the recording that I wanted to do. I've been trying to rest it, give it some breaks, loosen it up, just due to all the activity I've been doing since early December. Constantly, about every single day, all the broadcasting, all the talking I do with people on top of that. Me trying to reason with children. It just has just been wearing on me. I guess that's formal. What a formal brassiere right there. Sure. Drink some honey. I don't like the taste of honey. I like it in things, but I'm not going to drink that manually. I would rather do what I'm doing. For my throat. It's good that you're joking, Jibber Jabber. You're not the first person to make a joke like that. It does get old. It's like, someone, say for example, gosh, think of like someone named Adrian, for example, and then constantly hearing it, "Hey Adrian" joke. Like, if you've been hearing that shit for like every day, or almost every day of your life for like 20, 30 years or whatever, it starts to lose its luster, even if they're like, "Haha, I'm clever, lol." Hello, Savage. Haha, just drop it. And you're like, I'm just gonna fucking go scoop out my eyeballs right now. I think this is just like a general store cluster. Also, me being a little lost cluster. What's this shop door? Oh, here it is. Alright, practical armory. Yes, some Savage. This is still very much so the Linguist run. Don't expect to see a winning weapon in here, but what the hell in here? We'll go ahead and check. No, those are steel and iron. Okay. Hi, Mr. Sadman. Elven shortbow, but we've got ourselves a dwarven bow now. It's delicious. We're not using it, though, apparently. Let's change that. Okay. And there was a dwarven breastplate that I stuck in... looted somewhere. Did I not loot? No, just a bow, I guess. Oh well. Nope. I think it was left in the shop. It might have been left in the shop. God help me if I can remember which shop I left it in, though. Guess it wasn't meant to be. We got a bow, and that matters more. And also, don't worry. I'm not gonna. My character's not gonna collapse in exhaustion. I know I'm barefoot. I'm barefoot because wearing these magical boots will end up consuming them right now. These increase my wisdom. So what? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fucking tell you which exactly shop I left it in, so it doesn't matter, don't care enough. I got a bow. We'll roll with that. And unfortunately, we can't work on enchanting our weapons like, say, a bow, if only because how easy it's going to be for those bows to break. I guess if I just start having enough cash to throw around anyway, I can do that. But I'm not too motivated in doing it. Magical boots in my wagon. Boots of the Orc Lord. It's another cast when held thing. I'm not going to prioritize that overly. So this in town increases my encumbrance. Don't really care. I don't really think they're good town boots. We're gonna have to disagree on that one, champ. Okay, do I feel like selling this junk? That I just looted? Not really, no. Why don't we go ahead and... You. I got a deal for you. There you go. Have a nice day. I do need to go to the bank. I can steal more? No. Wait, I had all that shit set as a letter credit anyway. What the hell am I doing? That was wasteful. Okay. Well, he gets to collect his percentages anyway. Whatever. I got that money looting fair and square anyway. Let's just move on. Let's go to the Mages Guild. Let's see if we can do anything interesting over there at the Mages Guild. It'll be fun. We can party. Hello, hello, welcome to Daggerfall, the Elder Scrolls. I've already unlocked Daedra Summoning. I've unlocked Teleportation. I think I've unlocked Daedra Summoning. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it, though. I'd also need 200,000 gold pieces. Not a concern of mine right now. Don't like how the damn textures of this Mages Guild make me lag. Alright. That's another promotion for us. Tremendous. No, you can't. Where's Mr. Trainer Man? I know we've come in here before and I've forgotten. Let's go here. What are the skill levels? Alright. Why don't we train some Dragonish? Yes, I just became an Archmage. That's correct. Let's do a quest or two. Actually, let me identify this peasant blouse first. Peasant blouse of the wise that I got from the King of Worms. All things told, not literally the worst item. Like, the worst fitting item, the King of Worms. This peasant blouse made from actual peasants, right? Could have granted me. I mean, I'm not going to wear that. But neat. Also, I want to find the guy who sells magic items and see whether there's going to be anything of particular interest or value. You're the spells vendor. Who no one cares about you. You should be buying magic items, guy? You are. Ebony Boots of the Wise over Adamantium Boots of the Wise. Okay. I'll take them. Damn, that would be a good weapon if only I could use long blades. Daedric Claymore of Toxic Clouds. Damn. Oh wait, we'll just buy that. Hey, Adamantium Boots. Here's yesterday's news. These do just the wise thing as well, only they're better. Cheaper spells and magic items. No? Mercantile is based off of personality. Good work, Kobrag. You're part of the problem. You can refresh the page to enjoy your emotes, and you can enjoy a wonderfully handcrafted email delivered to your inbox in a few minutes whenever Beam servers send it. Part of the problem. Setting money on fire. It's okay, Vice. I understand. You're trying to help. I don't feel like dealing with those guys again, those damn mages. Give me like a guard one or something. Let me relax with the guard mission. Just want to relax with the guard mission. Come on. I'm not loyal. Yes. Yes. Let's relax with the guard mission. I deserve this. Let's go. There you go. Stand aside, apprentice whelp. I'm like, excuse me? Sir. Plus. I know, apprentice whelp, they tell the Archmage. Yeah, not like I'm a big deal or anything, guys. These folks are humanoids, so they can drop gear commensurate with our level. Although the loot drops don't seem particularly strong on these guys. Yeah, I must have left that dwarven queerers behind. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. I was trying to thieve it anyway. I guess so. The damn market these days. Does that take care of it? It sure does. Easy mission. We got our Elven Wakizashi. I suppose we can go ahead and get that identified right now. Yellow. What good is this? Of the Orc Lord. Alright, cool. Seeing a lot of things of this Orc Lord. Orc Lord gets around a lot. I mean, that's fine. I just really know this particular fact. Oh no, I'm not fighting a dragonling. That'll take forever. Rogue Imp, what a waste of my talents. I'm not willing to fight any of those kinds of Daedras. Nah, we've done that before. Nah, we sure have probably accepted the scroll one. The scroll delivering the research one. That's been pretty fun. Where we had to deliver the research. The best one was having to deliver research to the Mages Guild. The guy we were collecting the research from was not only in the same city, he was in the Mages Guild, like two hallways and a room over, in like a library room. That was awesome. What an amazing moment that was. We'll do this one. That was this run. That was one of the episodes of this run. I feel if I could tell you which one it was. But what an amazing, like, quest that was. Just how it blew my mind just to encounter that experience. Doubt certainly crept in. Missing. I'm not gonna cater to you, Invosser. Maybe someone in chat can help you, but whenever you're like, I wasn't listening, wasn't paying attention, Could you please spoon feed me the answers? How about you go fuck yourself? Like, if you were being interactive and playing along and paying attention, I can't help you. Nope. You have nothing to add. Maybe you could add something, if only you knew. Alright, we saw a jump acceleration there. That was pretty cool. Hey, we'll see more of that. That's right, no spoon feeding. Oh, that was like a healer or something, Savage? Whenever it was just like the constant stare off. Like a healer of some kind, whatever the hell it was labeled as. But yeah, that was the time warp. That was pretty awesome. Of course, I understand. I certainly wander away from broadcast too and focus on doing other things. Although, if I am watching someone, I do typically devote my attention to it. If there's times I miss something, I just move on. It's a sad reality. Can't catch every moment. Alright, let's find this mage. I was promised a killing. Let us have ourselves a good killing. Looking for mage. Have you seen a mage? A rogue mage. A rebellious mage. An insurrectionist among the mages. I'm here to help. I am the cure. I said I am the cure. Come on out, wherever you are. I could have just teleported here. Oh well. Yes, Malevolent Mantis, that was like, now he's a harpy. Now he's a frost daedra. Now he's a dragonling. Now he's a box of rocks. That was pretty fun. Oh, shit. Good times. Good times at Daggerfall. There's definitely an enemy nearby. There she is. Trying to hide from me. Your tricks will not work on me. I can see the blood geysers. Yes, the Mages Guild will be proud. And as someone on Beam here would say, witness my greatness. No, that's done. I must go now. My hipster planet needs me. Hey. Ah, the great and evil mage is no longer raising all hell. Yes, and I am totally alive, your friend. No. No hunting and killing rogue imps. You teach me the ways of the dragon. Alright, I guess we're sending anchor. Not quite what I meant to do. Sure. Right. There's not going to be actual danger coming for the guild, everyone. Sure, we're not going to get a few 100,000 gold pieces. At midnight tonight? I mean, we kind of are literally just here right at midnight. I don't suppose that counts, does it? I don't think it was. I think we're going to have to wait another day. Oh, well. No, hey. An army of Daedra, indeed. It looks like Vlad has been exaggerating a bit. Come on, little rat. Yeah, those Daedra, huh? Good Daedra. Good Daedra. Now keep that mouth shut. Ha 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 ha. One more for the road. I guess we might have another cousin of a friend or whatever of Queen of Art. Sure, we'll do this one. What the hell, I'm feeling in a kind enough mood. You see, the cousin of a friend of the Queen died not 2 days ago, but at the funeral the corpse somewhat jumped up, ate all the nibblies, and then sauntered off to the palace. And Bubisi Dada. Sure. What the hell kind of name is that? Let me go visit the guy who sells the magic items again. I know that town name. More ebony boots of the wise. Alright, right. Looks like this didn't update. That's cool, it's fine, whatever. I know, right, Corbrag? Let me, I have a few magicka points. Let us go, Steed. Yes, a Europe-friendly stream. Hello, everyone. I welcome you to Daggerfall. Well, we do, in fact, get on with it. We're going to be broadcasting for another 4 hours, ideally. Kind of depends on how my throat holds up. It's been getting rough and sore due to the amount of overuse. I would wager, since early December, I have given it breaks before in the past. Just gonna see where it goes. I'm tending to it. I'm not looking for medicinal advice here. I'm merely noting that it's a statement of fact of how Grimith is doing right now. As a result, we might not do a broadcast tomorrow. I don't have one slated for Wednesday either. Tomorrow, of course, would have been Gangsters Organized Crime Day, but I finished Gangsters Organized Crime last week. So the only idea I had in mind was telling everyone to get fucked, but no, maybe doing something like fitting for like Valentine's Day, something cheesy and corny, which I might do. It just kind of depends on how I feel at the end of this broadcast and then later on today. Also, we're good now. We have a bow that I can use to defeat any enemy in the entire game. Rather pleased with that, thank you. No, we're doing pretty good. Didn't even have, like, bracers of luck equipped. Alright. Let's actually go ahead and equip those bracers of good luck and fortune, though. Need lethal for special Valentine's cheese? No, lethal works. The broadcast would be taking place while he's working. But I do have a guest in mind if I do a broadcast. I also do have a game in mind as well. It's not one I've recorded before on the channel. That's not even one I own right now. It's one that I thought about buying on occasion. And, just have it because I'm like, nah, I don't really play that. And for the purposes tomorrow, I just might. And no, I'm not going to tell you what the game is. Don't want you folks to get your hopes up. Isn't that right, Train? Hello. Burglar. I am the one true burglar around here. No hints. Other than the ones I've already given. What do we got in here? So much for incense. What about junk? Here's the armor, here's the armor. Sturdy shells, yeah. I don't have my hopes up. Yeah. Alright, let's, how would exactly the name? But yes. We had our one final look-see there. We've got ourselves a lovely mithril shortbow now. Very pleased about that. Bubbis. Let's go. Alright, still wearing my luck bracers. I guess I'll keep those on. We're going to the palace, yeah? Where exactly is the palace? Palace. Alright, roughly north. I don't have any magicka. That's a point. Let's go ahead and unequip the bracers. I'm actually going to find a tavern to sleep on. Straight ahead, right? Recover my magicka. What tavern is it? Okay. Wait, was the door over here? I guess it's on the other side. Hello. This is part of the aesthetic, the atmosphere of the game that I'm talking about. Let's see whether they both work as barkeeps. Hello, outlandish nerd. Yep, that would be the something new that I see every session of Daggerfall. Oh, don't mind me and all the hundreds of hours I've put into the game. Alright, sure, why not? Neat. Let's go. You're just tuning in. This is the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. It is a game released by Bethesda in 1996. It's currently freeware. It is a beloved game of mine that I have featured extensively over the years on my channel. It is a first-person RPG style game. I really like the character creation system and mechanics of this game. Currently playing with a challenged build. It is like you can really customize and tweak how your character is a character creation, and I gave her several flaws that really hamper her. She is a linguist in design, basically designed to be a bookworm who is unsuitable for the rigors of dungeon crawling, but yet she's had to make do anyway. Currently in a palace on a quest from the Mages Guild to defeat the friend of a cousin or cousin of a friend of a queen here in this province. She's come back from the dead, and she's now a vampire. Yes, if we're hit, there's a chance that we will be converted to vampirism. We can be infected with it. Just as we can be, like, infected with lycanthropy if we're hit by a werewolf or a wereboar. It is something that viewers of mine have clamored to see over the years, and just something that I'm like, well, if it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to rush to show it off. Anyway, we handled that vampire pretty damn well. We'll go ahead and use our recall spell to teleport back to where we got this quest from. What I mentioned about this game does involve dungeon crawling, but it's kind of like a sandboxy feel. You have your full freedom to... You don't even have to, like, do the quest line at all. In fact, it's pretty easy to break the main quest line. So, that's a thing. Let's go ahead and train up our Dragonish while we're here. This is how the character looks, Ursula Melkor, level 7. Very strong personality, and strong other features except for strength and endurance. Endurance does influence hit points, as well as my healing rate. Also ends up influencing my fatigue. My character can collapse from exhaustion. If it's near monsters, she will get eaten to death. It's great. The only weapon skill which she has any semblance of competence at all is archery. She was really trash at that at game start, but over the extent of me playing this game, she's gotten much better at it. You hear that dead cousin is well and truly dead. That's good. I'm glad news travels pretty damn fast. I said that was going to be my final one, but I guess he immediately vomited a quest at me that I can handle, doing just fine, so we'll do just that. For I am feeling in a benevolent and generous mood for the Mage's Guild. Have your magic items changed here by chance? Nope, they look the same. Alright, that would be a pretty nice way to get free Daedric Claymores, or rather, relatively inexpensive ones that are already enchanted, but... well, I mean, it's only Daedric. Let's go ahead and wait for a few hours and encounter ourselves some enemies here. I think after I deal with this, I'm gonna head back to Daggerfall and visit the Queen there. She has another quest for me that I will endeavor to accomplish. Enemy levels are mostly set in stone in this game. However, humanoids, such as these, will scale with level commensurately with you and become tougher, particularly the spellcasters, who learn new spells. My character does, however, have a phobia towards undead, which can make those particularly dangerous to fight, such as the vampire we defeated earlier. Thankfully, she is so much better now at doing shit than what she used to be. The key limitation for this run, of course, is that I selected my various skills to be language-centric, which is very unwise to do in this game. At best, it's of minimal use. At best. Let's do merchant quests. I'm good. Where's the identify lady? That's not you. Oh wait, right, she's down here. Hello. What good is this ruby for? Ruby of lightning. Alright. I'll take a pass on that. What trinkets do I have down here? I should probably buy like a cool crystal to have set down there that's full of more enchantments. I have the money for that at this point. Perhaps another session. Still not fixing that free action spell. Thank you for reminding me. Target is immune to I wonder whether the free action spell properly works. Let me actually go to the buy spells guy. Because that whole target thing was kind of how I had it set. Maybe that's not like the right spell that needs to be used for like dealing with paralysis. Let me sift through these various spells here and see what free action cure paralyzation. Okay, that's what I had wrong. We need to cure paralysis. Instead of me trying to free action, which makes a target immune to paralysis. That's dumb. Chance-based, of course. Did I ever watch any of Gix's attempts?
I watched some of him playing those Variacs, and
it was really painful. Like, it would be a situation where if you were watching someone play Baldur's Gate, or if you were watching someone play a game with which you were, like Morrowind, something that you were intimately familiar with. It's an example of, like, I know, like, the mechanics of Daggerfall so well that when I look at someone playing the game, whom I can't, like, immediately, like, reach out and advise, sometimes I'm like, like, no! Like, that can be fun, but it can also be, like, heart-rending for me. Hello, Queen of Heart. It just ends up being like, I've certainly joined people before that have never played Daggerfall before. Griffin God, Lethal Feline, folks who may have only seen, like, little bits and pieces. For me, though, like, that just sort of was the experience whenever I watched Gix play it. There is a cursed item in Daggerfall. It's a mummy finger that you'll get as part of a quest that you have to resolve in some fashion. And until you do, the mummy keeps coming back to haunt you. Hello, Chaos Mole. Was this another day, Chaos, where you're like, I'm done broadcasting. Let me go see if I can raid someone. Son of a bitch, Grimith's raiding. Grimith's broadcasting and I can't raid him. Anyway, we're actually going to make this spell a pretty big fucking deal. Because if I get paralyzed, I kind of don't want this one to fail. But I also want to be able to cast it, because I don't know how many spell points I'm going to have on hand. So we'll make the base chance for this. I wonder what would be mechanically superior. Let me fiddle with some shit here, folks. Now, I could just have this be like a... Like super cure, super paralyzed cure. Let me check chat to see if I missed anything. Alright, no. Alright, good work, Chaos Mole. I'm glad. Yeah, Squeenie, we killed another, like, cousin's friend's cousin, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this, and we'll say, super paralyzed cure. Super freedom of movement. No, fuck it. Freedom plus. Aha. Hashtag freedom plus. Beautiful. Perfect. And then if I just want like a standard like hashtag freedom, then cure, paralysis, and we'll have it be like a 25 chance. Kind of depends on how many spell points I'll have on hand. Hashtag freedom. Paralysis on a free card. Yes. I kind of don't like to clutter the spellbook too much. But there we go. The problem with the freedom of movement spell I had, which would resolve if you were paralyzed, is that it ended up being like a target spell that you would remove from like a target that you'd select in the game, which of course is absolutely stupid, because you really can't even do that for anyone in the game. You have to pick the cure paralyzation like path for like the spell making. And so what I've done here is just design two spells to handle that. One if I'm low on magicka and I'm kind of desperate, and then one if I have like a lot of magicka points and I'm just like, I need to get out of this guaranteed. Whoa. We're looking good, though. We're looking good. We are going to be broadcasting for roughly about 3.5 more hours, continuing to play more Daggerfall. I have this set aside as a 6-hour Daggerfall day. And so far, my energy's holding pretty well. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. There we go. I think we're going to travel to actual Daggerfall proper now. Yep. And we'll go visit the Queen before she has another quest for us. Make me free again. Our new insurance, Freedom Plus, no paralysis guaranteed. I will just call it Trump. You could fill it per level, it's plus 14 each. I could have fiddled with it. I could have tried to do like a bit more like min-maxing with it. You're not wrong. Just want to move on. It doesn't matter. I have so many spell points. 315. And I'll get more as I like add more little magical trinkets to my body. We should be heading northwest. Well, Chaos Mole. So between Daggerfall and Morrowind, there was Battlespire and Redguard. And also, like, Bethesda, like, learned a lot from designing Daggerfall. Daggerfall was a very ambitious game. You can really see it in, like, Bethesda in general, that they're ambitious. And Daggerfall is really an iconic example of that. For Morrowind, they condensed the world and made something that's more detailed. I will never argue that Daggerfall is a well-coded or, like, well-designed game, like, from the mechanics perspective. But what the game actually entails and involves is just something I love, and why I keep coming back to it. It's not a matter of, I told chat this earlier, and I've said this before over the years, it's not a matter of nostalgia for me at this point. Nostalgia would not keep me playing this game over and over again. I do think that the game holds well, even after 21 years. As something worth playing, and why it's my favorite computer role-playing game ever. Hold on. Don't fall unconscious in the castle. Thank you for reminding me. That was actually a useful reminder. I was not focused on that. So, Ursilia Melkor here is a challenge build for me due to how the character generation works. This character concept is one that had considerable difficulty playing this game. In part because her skills and her entire attribute build is focused on being a bookworm, being a linguist, being someone who like worked in a library and like spoke with people of like different races and cultures. You know, like her primary skills, language skills. Her major skills, language skills. Half of her minor skills, language skills. Those are near useless in this game. Near useless for the stuff that we do in Daggerfall. And she's rolled with that anyway. Your skills basically determine like skill checks of your primary, major, and like a minor skill. Like determine like your level advancement in this game. And so she's been pretty trash. So, low strength has meant that she's been unable to wear good equipment. Low endurance has meant that she's suffered hit point wise. This has been a fairly difficult build for me, but it's one that has been rewarding and enjoyable. Am I planning on training? I have been training them. Like, over the course of the game. I have been training the language skills. Like, you can't... Like, so your method of grinding language skills would be to go into a dungeon that had one of the creatures in question and constantly proccing, like, language skill tests that way, which I don't much care for doing. Or by visiting a trainer, you have to wait, like, 8 hours to use that. But you could, like, visit a trainer multiple times in a day and get, like, your skill level up into, like, 50, 51. Like, if I did that for, like, all of my primary skills, and the highest 2 of, like, my major skills, we could, like, advance maybe, like, another 2 levels. Probably more, actually. Probably way more. But it would just take quite a bit of time, and I don't think that's interesting to do. Anywho, go ahead and sorry, wanted to check to make sure whether I missed anything. Whenever I get wrapped up in a conversation like that, sometimes chat can pass me by, particularly since there's so many names of the same color. Beam design. Ursili, I do not even know how to broach the subject. I need you to promise me on your ancestors' honor that you will do what you can to help me, and never breath of what I say, or what you say to anyone else anywhere. Will you so swear? Sure. I will trust you then. The matter considers my mother-in-law, the Dowager Queen of Daggerfall and widow of Lysandus, Menacera. As mistress of the household finances, I have noticed that she has been paying for the upkeep of a fortress called Castle Necromogon, complete with a large platoon of soldiers. A short while ago, she disappeared with a wrapped parcel of papers and came back days later with empty hands. She has recently left again with another parcel of letters, and my spies have verified that she has gone to Castle Necromogon. You will have to trust that my suspicion of her activities is justifiable, for I am not in a position to offer proof. What I need for you to do is go to this castle and find that parcel of letters, or any other information about her activities there. Menacera will be returning in 15 days. You cannot have any more time than that, I fear. Good luck. So, the location of the letters can be in one of the several quest locations for the dungeon. It's not guaranteed. I guess we'll see how well I remember the dungeon's quest locations. I mean, they all kind of blur in together for me. We'll just see. Oh, goodness. Now, let's go outside, we'll set an anchor, and then we'll travel to Castle Necromogon. Let's see how well it goes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm in Daggerfall at night. This is the first time we've heard this kind of playthrough. It's been a while since I've been in Daggerfall at night. So, the primary impetus of the game... the primary impetus of the design of the game is that you've befriended the Emperor, Uriel Septim. You helped out his imperial family through whatever's described in your backstory history at the time of need. And he has tasked you with traveling from, like, the Imperial Center to Daggerfall, like the Daggerfall region, which covers, like, High Rock and Hammerfell. And Daggerfall is the kingdom, like, which like roughly encompasses like this area, but specifically that province right here that I'm hovering over. The King Lysandus has died, but his shade does not rest. He haunts his capital city, crying for vengeance. And it is your task to figure out why this is happening and put him to rest. You also have a secondary task that you're sent to do as well. But yeah, so when you're in Daggerfall at night, you will start hearing that scream of vengeance. And there are ghosts and wraiths that will hover around the city and start attacking you. Vengeance. But yes, if you're unfamiliar with the game, and you come straight to Daggerfall City, and you might very well get spooked. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen anyone do it. I was spooked whenever I was a kid. And you're like, alright, I'll fight the ghost maybe, but none of the weapons you have are good enough to defeat the ghost. I mean, even if you do, it doesn't really stop or save anything. It doesn't put to rest. Anywho, pretty sure I already created an anchor, but we can create another one, just to make super sure. You might have an ebony dagger from the start. Sure, it kind of depends on the background questions you get. Or you might try and fight the ghost hand to hand. Or you might try to use spells. Although that would not be a recommended method for dealing with them. Regardless, it can spook people. Anyway, let's travel to Castle Necro. You have a good loot? They don't have anything. Yeah, new thing. Dry bones are littered everywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and rest after I cast some spells to train my various magic skills. Good. Go ahead and take a nap. I'll put on my magic gear and we'll go into Castle Necro. That was not a full rest either. I do believe we were interrupted. Alright, let's test Grimith's memory. This is Castle Necromogon. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Hup. We're not going to bother with that. Let's see here. If I can remember where the various quest locations are, and I highly doubt. Skeleton Warrior, how's it going, buddy? How you doing? You come here often? Oh, cool. Casmol, what is it that you played? Your first text adventure game. Chat. Ooh. Magical Formal Eodoric. I like it. Well, I'm partial to text adventures, so I'm interested to know. Ah. Hello, rat. Get out of my face, trash. Hello, hello, everyone filtering in. I do not have hopes for the difficulty of this dungeon, if I'm seeing rats here. This one's not going to be much of a challenge, I think, except for just finding the quest stuff. The letters, the burnt letters as they are. I might need to go down there. That's one of the quest locations. Let me go. Alright, no burnt letters back here. Just a rat. Come along, skeleton. I might have a phobia to undead, and it's not like my arrows do a whole lot of good against you, but damn it. We'll try. We'll try a thing. We're doing good. It's okay. Hello. Like a battle mage, a healer. Nightblade. Shouldn't do much to us. Fine by me. Normal game you created yourself. Okay. I like that. That's pretty neat. A learning experience then for sure for you, as it is something that you crafted yourself. You like the interactive experiences. I'm glad that the poll system was fixed Wednesday of last week to bring viewer choice back to my channel for interactive games such as Monster Loves You and other text-based adventures. It's kind of bad whenever I had viewers recommending that I go back to Hitbox or create a straw poll or use Twitter or something, because Beam was insufficient for our purposes. I do believe there's a secret door back there. There it is. Hey, y'all. Goodbye. Y'all got some letters in here? Skelly go down the hole. I haven't heard that one in a while. Alright, dead. Nah, we're fine. I don't know whether I want to go do that stuff or not. I guess I could. Letters could be around there. Let's go. Kind of worried I'll just get like stuck in like a ghost or a wraith. Yeah, there's I have like a section of like, I suppose like almost like a full section of like all the sound files in the game, including like unused ones. Like there's multiple halt sounds too. Like how guards were meant to talk to you, but instead we have like the iconic halt. There's like a halt, stop, thief. There's also like a bunch of like pain sounds, you know, like people getting hit or whatever. All right, that's the elevator. I don't have access to a lever here that would change where that is, but there might be one down here. Let's recast the levitation spell. Hey, skeletal buddy, who fell down here. I'll just go ahead and take care of you, because you're kind of obnoxious, you know? Hi. Wielding your damn magics. Got him. Oop. That ended up having to recast the buff on those boots. That was a little bit wasteful. Reading chat there. Looking good. Yeah, plenty of arrows. Don't have to worry about creating arrows anymore like I used to. Son of a bitch. Ghost paralyzed, man. That Freedom Plus spell immediately worked out. That was good. Oh yeah, I've encountered an ancient vampire before in this room. Like around this corner when I was like level 2 or 3. Those were the days. No door around there? Nope. Okay. That did use quite a few spell points to do, though. Hi. Boy, you got nukes there. Head bob. Head bob. I can turn off the head bob, but I do like it. You in here? Probably in here. How many spell points do I have? I have enough. Alright, or I could just successfully backstab the ghost to death. Sure. I like it. Get wrecked, nerd. So, Daggerfall Dungeons, by the way, if you'd like to take a look at the map. Just me running around haphazardly. I never explore these the way that I would recommend anyone explore these. But if you do get lost, don't worry. This 3D map that you can zoom in and out of, see different Z levels, is there for you. Damn, I thought the letters might be in here. That's just a piece of parchment. That's actually a potion recipe. Damn. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. Now, we've been stuck on rats. Damn rats. Oh. 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 I don't even remember what I had on that. Oh. My power glove is broken. Let me see what the hell is on that. Condition useless. Oh, that was fairly useful. I'll miss you. Let me go ahead and take a screenshot of what was on that so I can replace that later, or try to replace that later. That's, sad. I wonder what it is specifically about the power glove here that's taxing, like, its usage. Whether it's, like, an improved talents thing that's constantly making it do, like, checks. Like the extra spell points things. Or maybe it's because I named it the Power Glove. Maybe that's the problem, right? Wouldn't that be some shit? Oh, well. Alright. Well, we rest in pieces, Power Glove. I'll just have to cope without it. It just broke, like, right in the middle there. Like, it might have been due to the fact that I had it, like, improving athleticism because I was sprinting around at the time. Really should make better items. Look. Making better items makes the game easier. Okay? It's not a hurdle that I want to do. I could, like, easily go borrow money and make a bunch of items, but no. We're making do with what we're finding, man. Everything is fine. You need to start broadcasting so I can start telling you how to play your damn games, Vice. I should make better graphics. I'll get on that. Thank you. I also did not need to pick that up. Queen of Art, by the way, invited me to a broadcast of hers. I had to find the letter for that. Yesterday. Well, I joined her for a broadcast yesterday. She invited me days before that, where we did like a Sunday special art time where viewers kicked in like one-sentence suggestions for her to quickly sketch. We did 30 within less than 3 hours. Rather fun and enjoyable. Even though we really didn't cover the topics that she had planned for discussing. The night just sort of evolved organically into something else. I do believe she'll be doing more interactive, taking suggestions from viewers like that in the future. It was great. It was great fun. Alright, fine, I'll just hover up there. Or levitate. Alright, the letters might actually be beneath that trapdoor that was beneath my feet there. I'll have to find a switch to try and activate that. Which might have been that switch. Let's punch this door. Alright, that was terrifying. Hi, Ghost. We could have been paralyzed there. Okay, that didn't govern that. Fine. I didn't take it as an insult, don't worry. I'm just trying to make conversation right now. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Vice. Hi. Let's leave and never speak of what just transpired there. Oh. You know what, Queen? I'll do you better than that. The answer to that question is yes, and nothing should be able to stop you from, like, posting links now, no matter what Beam says so. Go for it. Well, I may very well remove that. Just a matter of, like, that way she can post links just fine without the system getting upset. Let me take a look at this. You made it worse. It's great. It's great. You know, I think we can do something with this. Hold on, Chad. Give me a mo. Perfect. Welcome to Let's Get On with the Daggerfall, everyone. Let me punt that up, and there we go. Perfect. Yeah. Chat on the screen is not capturing. No, I suppose Malari has broken, hasn't it? I did not know that already. It was working just fine at broadcast start, but we can easily fix that. Go! Backup program. Or they go to the city. That's not above everything like it should be. There we go. Anyway. So yes, this was one of the lovely 30 sketches that were drawn yesterday that Queenie has decided to flesh out a bit more and bring to life, like Amy Lee. All of this time, I can't believe I couldn't see. Not in the dark, but you were there in front of me. I love you. Oh, shit. I've already been this way before. Pretty sure I already flipped that. Ah, yes, here. Yes, here. We might find the letters around here. What potion is this? Resist frost? Alright, get right on that, champ. I think that'll be the webcam for a bit. Neat. Actually, let me go ahead and deal with this lever again. Yeah, so is there anything else that you have that you want to share, Queen of Heart? Figure I'll check. Or is that a good contribution? You know, something that can cheer people up after this horror. I suppose if you want to be perked up, you can just stare at the imagery beneath in the Beam bio. With the adorable Raiders get fucked message. I believe the letters can be in here, in one of these cubby holes. But I guess I'm wrong, or they're just not here. Wasn't much of any value here. Me coming up here. Damn. Okay. That sucks. Hello. Welcome to the broadcast. How's it going? How you doing? Oh, shit. I'm stuck in the void. There we go. Yes, this explicitly is why the stream is marked as mature. This right here. Mark? I used Alt F11 that time to teleport out of the ghost. That's the in case you get stuck in a thing command. I don't really use that for monsters, though. I decided to now. Yes. Definitely adorable. Alright, we'll spare the kids. That'll be all from that. We'll put everything back in place now. Everything is fine. Nothing bad happened. Okay. Yep, still very much a Linguist run. Okay. Oh, shit! I'm glad there's a pit there. You can go down the hole now, you mother. You two. Go play. Forever. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Excuse me? Hey, Ghost. Patrick Swayze. Now I have Unchained Melody in my head. Maybe that's something for tomorrow, right? I do like that song. We've been here before. So just imagine me humming it right now in my head, which I'm doing. I do actually want to sing it now. I actually just fucking want to stop this broadcast for like a few minutes so I can play the damn song. But I'm busy. I will resist the temptation to do Righteous Brothers. Anyway, good story, everyone. Remember the part where we ditched the Vampire Ancient? I remember the part where we ditched the Vampire Ancient. That was a good part. He can go be Ancient down the fucking pit. The damn abyss, for all I care. Alright, you go. I mean, this is Castle Necromogon. If there's gonna be a place where all this shit spawns, there's gonna be a castle named thus, right? Are they in here? Nah. What's this? Potion of Chameleon Form. Okay, sure, whatever, boss. I'd like a break. Whoop. Anything more in particular that you wanted to know, Queenie? I reckon I would check it all, seeing as how, it's kind of a thing that we both did yesterday. How's the bow looking? It's battered. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Amy Lee would be proud. Barney is already on his way. Great. Kind of wondering whether I should unequip the Mithril short bow in case I encounter an enemy that I have to kill using Mithril. Because I have a dwarven bow. I think I'm gonna play it cautiously, actually, and switch to the dwarven bow. If I encounter something I can't kill with it, then I can switch back to the Mithril bow and hope that's good enough. Oh, shit. Okay. In that case, we can render Queenie purple once again. As I do know that is her beloved color anyway. The lime green does not quite suit her. She's not radioactive. Doesn't mean I don't trust you, Queenie. I just know how to cater to your desires. Anyway. Go ahead and slap some of these things with a damn wagon. The party bus. Alright, so I'm not really seeing much in the way of letters here. Which is tragic. If I explore the West rooms? Maybe? Useful answer, I know. I just want to check to be sure I've been up here. Oh yeah, definitely. Fuck. Alright. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to go down there because the slaughterfish is gonna be like, son, you can't go down here. Be like, okay. Fine. Because then I won't go down there. Rude. I'll just go back on the ground so that I don't get stuck in you and have to load the damn game anyway. Okay. I forgot it wasn't the levitate spell I casted last, but the damn just like Jesus spell. Well, yes. Well, good news, we killed the rat, everyone. I do believe everyone has gotten their goals, yeah. We'll be down here now. Perhaps so, Vice. Perhaps so. Probably might not have checked just noticed that secret door was there without the skeleton warrior opening that for me. It could take us to prizes. It could take us to a loincloth. Awesome. Alright.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna try not to take a break here. I'm gonna finish this dungeon first, but then I'll take a break. Although this dungeon might still take a while. God forbid I be accused of looking up this information on the internet for a dungeon I've done before like 37 million fucking times. No way. I am fortified. Good. We'll keep that Lysander safe. Ugh. Excuse me. I think we'll just leave him in his pit of despair and pain. Okay. I have a new idea what to explore. We'll not go this way, though. Alright, it's water. Well, fuck it. We'll go. Let's go. Y'all got any letters burned down here? No, but you have the Daggerfall dungeon speaking to us. Queen of Art, alas, only has so much time. There's a lot of art that she needs to get work on. Commissions, emotes for people across the website, other personal projects that she has. Alas, she has but only 2 arms and 1 tablet. She can only work on so much. A tragedy, I know. So she cannot do all of the pieces. It leads above ground. It leads above water. And also do know that there was a dead rat on top of it. Like a rat I had killed fell on top of that elevator. Is there an Aquanaut build? This isn't terrifying. There we go. Yeah, I never ended up actually deciding. Like, you told me to pick one gun to my head, and I was still, like, oscillating between 3 of them. Although I suppose, like, your choice did end up paring down my list. Suppose that's true. Hello. Y'all got any letters from people in here? No letters? Damn. Ain't got any in there letters. Okay. This is my character's swimming speed, by the way. That bar over there on the right is her drowning. At least she can swim, period. She's not overly encumbered. That's good. Okay, let's go. You're now below. Okay. Let me explore around this area. This will take me to a dead-end room. We have a skeleton, of course. As if there could be anything else. Well, that's fine, folks. You will have to endeavor. She doesn't plan on doing that every Sunday, I don't think. Certainly, I don't think I'm going to be there with her every Sunday. She might do it either. She'll undoubtedly want to have other guests on, too. But I would certainly recommend, at least, if not anything else, those viewer, interactive moments where you spitball, crazy, bizarre sketch ideas at her to see how well she can cope with it. She saw a lot of bizarre shit. That was pretty entertaining to watch that, to witness it. And I've even spitball any suggestions of my own. I love how I'm constantly looking at the same shit, getting lost. Hello. wonder if they're down beneath that damn trapdoor that I didn't open, that I didn't want to bother with. Or because I can't remember how to damn open it. Ugh. I don't want to have to go all the way back through there for those. Alright, this is a good sign. We'll check to see what they're in there. After we deal with this hell. Don't worry. I know for sure this is hell. Didn't actually get any of my arrows back from that. Glad I'm more capable of killing these skeletons than when I see game start. They're still level 3 enemies. Bow and arrow, very inefficient against them. Also keep in mind that my character does have a phobia versus undead, which makes it harder for me to hit undead, and I deal less damage. Roar. Roar. Ursilia's much better than what she used to be. She's a really damn great archer now, and she has a pretty good bow. Also, I can kite these motherfuckers. I have enough hallway to just keep backpedaling. The equipment does help too, like it really does. Like having like a better like bow that deals more damage is able to overcome like the damage reduction that the skeleton warriors have. Of course, if I start driving into like a cubbyhole and get myself trapped, well, I'd be pretty ready to fight them like this. It also helps that I know how to drive myself in Daggerfall now. He says as he drives himself straight into a hole. Alright, I'll kill them. Alright, sure, perfect. What is that, like a recipe? Recipe for potion of invisibility. Okay, there we go.
I'm glad they were in here and not beneath that fucking shitty trapdoor.
First page. Been from thee too long, my heart doth. Second page. You loveth my lips, but forget the words they breath. Third page. She doth suspect you cuckold her, and I worship and adore all parts of thee, but thy hollow crown and thy hollow wedding ring, those two empty circles that trap and bring thee pain. And I be so vain to be Lysandus' Medora evermore, body and sip nectar from thy hand. Love me forever. For they did assume the worst of the settlement, even after all the stallion orcs had been killed and destroyed. For mare orcs are seldom weaker than stallion orcs, and only one old and sick remained in the rude camp. Who could speak base Cyrodiil? Eden begged for mercy for the children, but Prince Clias said that the children would grow strong and hardy, and only an unwise leader would show mercy to the subhumans. He gave his men to make sport with killing the children, and they were all murdered, in ways that I cannot pen. I witnessed it, my lady, and though I beg your pardon, your father did great evil. The shame of mine that I didn't say no. Shamed all. Fifth page. Shall abandon mine responsibilities, you and together. The rest of the world be damned. Let me put this Bendy behind. I shall crush the McCringane. During dead, no one will suspect that a king would give up. These are love letters that King Lysandus, I suppose, copies, either that he kept or ones that Queen Menesera had managed to, either make or, somehow retain. Love letters that King Lysandus was writing to his mistress. The Queen Dowager Menesera, she's the widow of Lysandus. She has been burning these letters in secret, perhaps to either hide history or hide the fact that she had been cuckolded. Or cuck queen, or whatever the fuck the actual term would be. It says cuckold. Moving on. Doesn't even matter. We got what we came here for. Not the Emperor's dick pics, though. You're right. But that was this quest. And that's what we needed to accomplish. And we're gone. Let us teleport the hell out of here. Note that the teleport spell is more expensive for me to cast. My item that gave me a bonus to mysticism is broken now. Okay. Mission accomplished. How very sad. To be honest, this is not what I expected the letters to contain. Poor Minisera. Everyone at court knows that her husband, the late King Lysandus, preferred the face and form of another woman of her, but she still attempts to hide all evidence of it. Her loyalty to Lysandus is almost as great as his foolish loyalty to the Emperor. And those poor little children. How dreadful the butchery of the innocents. We know of the barbarism of the orcs, but surely they do not deserve that. Hardly surprising that Minisera did not want it known that her father was responsible for such a grotesque enterprise. Well, I thank you, Ursilia, for your valor and your discretion. Please accept the small token of my esteem, not as a payment, but as a gift. May oblivion bless thee. 685 gold pieces. Yeah. Certainly not payment for my actions at all. Whew. Yes, I'm gonna crack the bones for a few minutes. I have been sitting in this chair for 3 hours now, roughly. A bit longer than that. And the session's not over, but Grimith does need to stretch his muscles. We'll continue, one quest or another, whenever I get back. I'm not exactly sure what we'll end up continuing, or starting in Daggerfall, but it will transpire. Also gives me an opportunity to break the local recording, so it doesn't go 6 hours, because heaven forbid I do that to my viewers. Although some of them would delight in it.